Writer Maurice is considered one of the most significant Native American poets of all time. Born in upstate New York, of Iroquoian descent, Kenny lived a troubled childhood punctuated by the separation of his parents. Attracted by the bright lights of Broadway and the hope of a brighter future, Kenny preferred to chase celebrity autographs in Manhattan rather than focusing on his schooling. Following in the footsteps of the Iroquois oral tradition and taking inspiration from the great American poet Walt Whitman, Kenny began writing as a teenager, developing his style and technique further through university.
It was storytelling that preserved our legends, our history, and much of our culture.
His first poetry collection was released at the age of 28. Throughout the 1970s and 80s, Kenny produced his largest body of work, a period where he became increasingly active in Native American activism.
In those days, there was a tremendous amount of racism. Indians are practically invisible.
Although he was unable to attend the occupation of the town of Wounded Knee in 1973, Kenny wrote I Am the Sun, which adapted a traditional Lakota chant into a statement of solidarity. In 1976, Kenny published Tinsel, Bunks, an historical study in Indian homosexuality.
Growing up, we knew about gay and lesbian people and how at one time they had an honored position, but now, we don't talk about it and they don't really exist anymore and all that.
North, Poems of Home, 1977, and Dancing Back Strong the Nation, 1979, reflect the awakening of Kenny's own Mohawk identity and his reclamation of native Two-Spirit traditions.
You're not necessarily switching from one gender to the next, but you're transcending gender.
In 1984, Kenny was awarded the American Book Award for his collection The Mama Poems, in which he writes for the first time about his family and childhood. Throughout his life, Kenny produced over 30 collections of poems and prose and has been published in many more anthologies. He toured Europe between 2011 and 2012, delivering readings of his work in Germany, the Czech Republic, Belgium, France, and Austria. In 2014, Kenny was inducted into the New York Writers' Hall of Fame. At the time of his death in 2016, he was working on 6 separate book manuscripts, including an autobiography and several collections of poems.
Do I have any thoughts? Would you really like to hear my thoughts? Are you sure you want to hear my thoughts? Wouldn't you rather hear a poem, my sweet-natured poetry?
Well, that's all from us for this week. Don't forget to catch our daily bulletins throughout the week at Pink 60 News, and join us again next time for more Pink 60 entertainment.